So when we talk about witness protection, are we expecting witnesses to remain in a protection program for several years while a simple case goes through court? And what can we do to ensure that the justice system is speedier, justice delayed is justice denied, and that nobody has to disrupt their lives for several years just to deal with one court case?
Managing Director of SASOD, Joel Simpson, says confidentiality would be a major factor to protect a witness, given that Guyana is a very small country. He noted that the draft bill in its current form does not provide such protection, but the security forces will have to be strengthened to give it complete usefulness.
We have to pay people properly so that they're earning livable wages they could actually live on, that they could pay their rent, they could pay their mortgage, they could provide for their families. I think oftentimes people are taking bribes just because the wages are just totally inadequate to meet their basic needs. I'm not trying to excuse corruption in any way, but that's just part of the reality as well.
When a draft bill is passed at the National Assembly, the managing director expressed hope that the government will allocate adequate funding to the agency and the commission. He opined that with the passing of the bill, a witness who may be providing evidence can feel secure and be able to return to a normal life.
Resources have to be provided for me to be relocated, for my sustenance. Resources have to be provided so that at the end of the case, I could be restored to my normal life. So that has implications if I have a job and I have to be away from my job, and those sorts of things. So we have to think through how those resources will be put in place. And I think in some cases, in some very high-profile cases, we have to think about witness protection outside of the borders of Guyana.
In the draft legislation, a commission would be set up for persons to report public and private sector officials who may be conducting corrupt practices and other wrongdoings. It would also encourage and facilitate the making of specific disclosures of improper conduct in good faith and in the public interest. The Witness Protection Program would comprise of 3 agencies, namely an administrative center, an investigative, and a protective agency. The Administrative Center shall develop, manage, and maintain the program and is responsible for deciding whether a prospective participant is to be afforded protection or assistance or both under the program. When the bill becomes law, complaints can be filed with the Commission commencing from 3 years ago. Nikhil John, reporting for MTV News Update.